Bring a friend fun night. Here's an example of our bully prevention outline that's in the library. We keep it simple. 8 simple things for you guys to do. The pass for the movie, that is also in the library. Give to your students and have sign-up sheets for that. They can bring a friend to the movie. $3 to $5 per seat. This is a sample of what the pass looks like. If you want to give something out for the premiere. Guest speakers, talk to the parents of the kids who are being bullied. If they want to be involved in this cause for bully prevention, get them on video to tell their story. This could be a huge response online, so be ready. If you're going to put bully prevention, you need to lose control. That's what I talk about with social media. Lose control, create a worldwide rave, a rave in your community about what's going on in your school. External marketing, okay. Number 1, advocates. We need advocates for external marketing. That means advocates within the school system, within community groups, within social media influencers. 2 other ways that we want to promote: the movie theater, hitting the streets, community groups, and also the school system. The movie theater is how we do our cross promotion. The school system, we have a letter for the students to give to their teachers. Contact every PT out of every school. Guidance counselors, go to the school and set up an appointment. Call them, everything. Full-fledged, shotgun marketing. This is the handout for the students to the teachers about having an instructor come to the school to do a bully prevention seminar for their particular class, possibly an assembly. Scripts for guidance counselors, we have that in here as well. If you want to talk to a guidance counselor, you're not sure what to say. We want to make sure we track everything. These sheets, we put them into our Karate Kid campaign, which you're going to see. This is for the school system. All right, and then this is for our community groups. Okay, different spreadsheets for our staff. We put all those leads into the Perfect Mind, which we're going to see shortly. Karate Kid cross promotion. If you're working with United Artists, most of them have what's called Family Film Festival, and this is just a sample of what's included in that. I know you can't see it, but just contact United Artists, and you can do a Family Film Festival. They have sponsorship packages available. Let's go to hitting the streets. You must hit the streets personally. Go into local businesses. Go prepared with outline. Practice what you're going to say. Your presentation will make or break you. Go out as a team if you can. And then my favorite, social media, blog, Facebook, Twitter, landing pages, SMO, SEO, all these different things. This is the future. This is what's going on now. This is what works now. Exactly. Get social. Okay? Remember, guys, our database, okay, all the leads we get from our social media goes into our database. And you are dead without a big database. You need to develop that database, your Perfect Mind database. Here's an online survey that we offer for bully prevention. Remember, when you're sending out links and you're sending out things that are going to trigger a response, it needs to be something creative, not text, not about signing up. So these links to these online free applications for surveys, that will get you some interaction and some leads, and people will fill them out. Some questions for you there, and then you can see the results and you can actually gather their information. Facebook, we already talked about having your fan page. Add your blog posts to Facebook, your links. Get events for Facebook on there. Your friend requests the media, and then use social media to get to the media. Here's a sample of our fan page. You can create that. It's really simple. Here's a sample of somebody that we provided value from bully prevention, and what do we get? We gave something, we got something. Here we go. We offered a seminar. We got a Girl Scout troop. Landing pages, here's some sample landing pages you could have for your bully prevention. Or for the Karate Kid kit, we call it. Takeaway number 3, using Perfect Mind to track the campaign. This is one of my favorites, okay? If you're not currently using Perfect Mind software, it's something you want to get on as soon as possible because you really will never be able to manage what I'm talking about without it. Here's a sample of email functionality of Perfect Mind. That was the letter that you saw, the Stop Bullying, and we can send that out to all of our leads or all of our students. Okay? And there's different ways you can send it out. And here's that Karate Kid campaign. This is the campaign in my school. I'd like to track all of my campaigns. Description, some flyers, and who we're targeting. And here is actually here's some leads that we had. And eventually, once we convert them into students, they would go to students generated. And you're tracking all of your different leads. That's all the leads we've had at the last one. This is an old screenshot. We've gotten more since we've done more bully prevention seminars. And takeaway for number 4, finally, guys, the ChampionsWay library and online training course. All right, if you went to the library, this is a screenshot, and you went to Karate Kid Online, there's a whole section here for the materials. Okay, everything that's included is in there. And these are all the different ads I showed you already. And the best thing is our online training course. Okay, so if you went to this, you would see here 10 steps on everything that I've talked about with videos explaining how to do it a lot slower. All right, so that's the other thing, like we talked about, at ChampionsWay, we're not only giving you the content, we're actually educating you and showing you how to do it, explaining you how to do it, not just like saying a little this, whatever. It's me speaking to you on how to do these different things. And then you could send requests through the library. It's interactive, okay, and it's very efficient for you to get back. And if you have any questions, you can rate the content. That's how it works. So a step-by-step online training course for that. And in our next release, we'll be offering the same thing for social media training. All right, instead of you wasting your time, you're running a school, go on there and learn how to do it. To learn how to do everything that I'm talking about with social media. Okay, and this is another sample with our course. It's not just a whole bunch of content. After you complete each task, you will go to the completion tab and you click the completion button. So if you delegate this to a program director or someone that's responsible for it, you could actually then go to the report section and see which of these sections they actually did complete. All right, so this is a full-fledged system integrated that it works with everything. Okay, guys, I wanted to go a little bit quicker there. I don't want to go over too much time. A lot of new features, a lot of cool stuff. You see where we're going with social media. You see this new stuff, that digital footprint. I will now actually take some questions. If anybody has any questions about anything to do with either the portal, I'll probably save that for John. But now let's take some questions for the Karate Kid. Let's do it. That's what I'm talking about, Dan. It's mind-blowing. That's when you think about ChampionsWay, that's what I want you to think about. Mind-blowing. And the thing is, guys, it's not information overload because we actually have our filtering system has made it easily for accessible to you and really easy to follow. So it's not overload. You find what you want and it's there for you, and you can follow step-by-step procedures, whatever's on how to do it. Okay, so anybody have any questions, please just write them in the box, and Datis will actually be doing one question at a time if anybody has any questions. Wow, Dan. Awesome. Okay, our first question. Rob, we are actually being allowed to do a bully seminar at the movie theater in one of the movie rooms. Any thoughts, pros and cons versus at our own academy? I think it's, honestly, I would do one at your academy, Rob, and also at your school. So that's a really easy question. Offer one at your school, and then also do, one at the movie theater. Chris, could I get a tour of the ChampionsWay library today? Yes, Chris, you can. The best thing for you to do would be to call ChampionsWay 877-774-5425, extension 1, and you could ask for Sam. He's available now. Absolutely, Dan. We'll get you on board and we'll get you started next week. Okay, let's go to the next question here. Scott, I had the first 3 days at the local theater for demo and flyers and doing charity at the same time. How do I draw people to the theater more than what normally would come? Scott, easy. It's all through social media. Honestly promoting it, bully prevention, get the awareness you create in your community with bullying and talking about how the Karate Kid ties into that, and then offering some type of incentive for them to come. To the movie theater, maybe they go see the ticket and then they bring that ticket back to your school. They get access to a free bully prevention seminar. You see, it's all about value. That's the thing with social media. You're going in the right direction. No worries, Scott.
Guys, if you have more questions, feel free to ask them.
All right, guys, while waiting for other questions, okay, what we can do is if anybody wants to take a look at